the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day. This one, of course, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, so that the sun can set on the San Gabriel Mountains, blah, 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 blah. You guys know what's up. Oregon, going against Ohio State. Ohio State is a 2.5-point favorite, and would you look at that? My number has Ohio State favored by exactly 2.5 in this spot, which is pretty wild. I've got Ohio State power rated number 1. I've got Oregon power rated number 4. Yeah, I mean, these are really, really good football teams. Ohio State number 1 in predicted points added margin. Oregon is number 9. Oregon's defense is the worst unit on the field, and I don't believe that's close. They are number 30 in PPA allowed per drive on that. Offensive success rate, Oregon number 5. Defensive success, they are number 19, and they are really bad at stopping the run. Ohio State, not great at running the football. We'll look at that. Now, the numbers would tell you yes, but they have lost their starting center. They have lost their starting left tackle, and I think they'll have some success here because the guys that are backing them up are pretty good. But man, number 7 in PPA per rush, and Oregon number 82. Now, I would say that part of this is skewed because Oregon had to play against Ashton Genty early in the season, and they were not set up for that. They were rotating a lot of guys. They weren't ready to roll at the start of the season. However, they just gave up 300 yards rushing to Penn State. Now, I do think that Penn State can run the ball better than Ohio State, but Ohio State's got some killer backs, and they got a mobile quarterback. So we've already seen this matchup once. Oregon won it by 1 point in Eugene, and really Ohio State just ran out of time. So you look at this, you're looking at 5 factors plus talent. You've got Ohio State number 2, Oregon number 3. You start diving into first half point margin. Both of them are top 5 in the country. Number 3 for Oregon, number 4 for Ohio State. In the second half, though, Oregon number 13 and Ohio State number 1. The net explosiveness here is big to me. Ohio State is number 8 in net explosiveness. Oregon is number 73. They are not explosive on offense. Number 107. If you have to maintain drives against Ohio State, I think that could be detrimental. Ohio State number 1 in points allowed per scoring opportunity on defense. Even if you get down into the opponent 40-yard line, they only allow 2.05 points each time that their opponent gets down there. Now, Oregon is number 10. Oregon might be able to finish some drives here. On the other side, Ohio State number 15 in points per scoring opportunity. They can finish drives, 4.60 each time they get inside the opponent's 40. Oregon number 57, 3.68 points allowed. They are not great at stopping teams from scoring once they get down there. So, defensive red zone conversion percentage, number 80 for Oregon. They can't stop teams once they get down there. So, I'm going to roll with Ohio State. What they showed against Tennessee is that they are going to play their style of football, and they're not going to worry about out-physicaling. They're not going to do that because they can do that to a lot of teams. They've got the best roster in the sport. Oregon, we can say they faced a little bit of adversity. They've not gotten beat yet. I don't think we're going to have an undefeated team this year because Oregon's the only one left. I will take Ohio State to cover the 2.5 on that one.